I just found this great thing online of just a whole bunch of new LEGO sets coming out in 2018, and I figured we could go through some of them. Obviously, there's a lot not accounted for here. We're going to get LEGO sets for Solo: A Star Wars Story, for probably Infinity War, probably Ant-Man and the Wasp, Incredibles 2. There's a lot of stuff we haven't seen yet, and of course there's going to be stuff trickling out in the holidays. But in the meantime, here's some LEGO sets to look forward to in 2018, if that's your sort of thing.
Hell yeah.
Man, people in the chat are really stoked on LEGO.
People love...
LEGO's great. LEGO's wonderful. LEGO is timeless. If you are one of the hardcore collectors who's into like the big complex sets, you might know about the modular city. They're making a city block. They're making this insanely, just this ridiculously over the top city you kind of click together and you put buildings in it. And they added a corner that has a diner on it.
Wow.
Which I love. This thing is so great. You can see there's a little boxer up there. There's photos online of all like the interior and stuff. There is a recording studio in here. And
oh my God.
It has like a little microphone and has people like
I love
in there. Look at it.
So first of all, these are some of my favorite kits. If I had a big home, I would totally have an entire wall of these.
Dude, I have a big home and it takes all of the strength to not just fill it with these things.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the fact that they're modular is so cool because you can sort of just set up your own city. The fact that this thing looks like a jukebox is awesome. The little car it comes with. But that's what I love is like the details, right? When you open up the doors or peek inside the windows or look around the back of these things, like there's food on the table. You know, there's like a little chef working behind the bar. Like,
yeah, it's awesome. I don't know. I feel like there's probably some psychological disorder that is obsessing over little miniature things, but these ones definitely kind of scratch that itch. This one is $170. If that's not in your budget, well, good news. There's a very cheap one of this hot dog man. I love him. I will be buying this toy. This one's teeny. This is probably going to be in one of those little plastic bags, so it's probably going to be like $5 or $6. But look at that. Look at those wieners. He's just stuffing those buns.
It comes with 2 hot dogs, one on the roof and one in his hand.
The one on the roof is actually put there to distract pigeons and seagulls from going after the one he's selling.
And then you can have, there's a garbage can there too if you're vegan.
You can like role play. If he drops it on the ground, you can just throw it in the trash.
They made a pizza truck last year that's sort of a similar set that I really need to get. It's just a little guy in a pizza truck and he sells pizzas out of it.
Also, I love that he's picking up that hot dog with a wrench. What a weird man. Anyway, another sort of city, city world. This is also like, there's so many licensed LEGO sets. I love the city stuff.
Is that Steve Bannon in the bottom right?
It could be. It's really hard to tell. This looks like the house that Bart Simpson moves into when he's roommates with Tony Hawk.
Yep.
Like this is such like a blank check scenario where there's an indoor rock climbing wall and a jungle gym and then a half pipe and a basketball hoop and what appears to be spray paint.
This rules. You can skate up and do dunks.
Yeah, this is the modular skate house. It's $40. You're gonna see like a clear difference in price between stuff that's just generic LEGO and stuff that's like, Disney or DC branded. So if you like to skateboard on the wall, well, there you go. You can have a cool house. Live out all your fantasies.
I really like that set.
This is something I'm actually seriously tempted to get. This is a giant Technic set. This is the Mac Anthem.
Jeez.
Yeah. This thing is like all the Technic sets. It's got like working chains and pistons and cranks and all that nonsense. And of course, there's like 3 different models you can make. The one that caught my attention is you can build a replica garbage truck. You can make the garbage truck that comes around at 6 o'clock on Thursday mornings and wakes your pets up. That one. And I kind of love the idea of having, I don't know, this 1.5 foot long, $200 garbage truck in my house. And I'm like, why do you have that? I'm like, mind your business. I like it. I like trash.
Anyone that's that deep into your nest already knows that you're warped.
Yeah. I mean, I've got this problem where like, I love LEGO. I love building the sets. I love playing with them. But it becomes very quickly an addiction where I'm like, oh, well, I have the hot dog cart. I need the pizza truck as well. Who's gonna eat these hot dogs and pizza? I need the modular city block. We talked about Far Cry 5 earlier. There's a lot of stuff going on in the new LEGO sets.
Wow.
There is like some weird woodland crime scenes like theme this year, which I think is hilarious.
Okay, so let's piece this together, no pun intended. This man stole a log from the tree that he stole honey from, and he's escaping down the flume while his friend is shoveling away the evidence and the cops are trying to catch him.
I'm incredibly confused here. This set is called Mountain Fugitives. It's $10.
They stole honey.
I think the beehive is a new piece because they're putting it everywhere, but it's got this very like, oh, those bees are gonna get out and bite those people.
Oh, you know what? The beehives up front, they're hiding gold bars.
No, they're hiding gold bricks in the tree. But I think
honey bucks.
It's just incredible that this insane woman is escaping on a log and using a shovel as a like that's like something you would see on Cops.
Yeah.
Like that's like oh she's gone in the river. She's fashioned a crude kayak out of some timber and is using a shovel to escape.
This is like an anti-meth PSA.
That's I didn't want to say it. This
No,
is generally
I said it.
so Lego City has
the first episode of the year.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, Lego has the new theme is episodes of Cops about meth.
Yeah.
Like it is
Straight
seriously,
up.
it is woodland insanity. If you want Far Cry 5 Lego, good news because you're getting it. This theme continues. Look at this situation.
Wow.
Look at this. The bears, they got money that they're laundering. The whole thing that I love here is you've got this like doomsday prepper up here who's scrubbing himself nude in a wash tub. And like,
I ain't coming down until you bring my 5 wives.
what is happening? What is happening here? Because
Is
that's
he
clearly
pooping that thing?
I'm undoubtedly, but also there's a beehive.
Ah!
Look at the bear. So I don't. What's happening? They've got a net for the bear, but there's also a woman who's running away with money, and there's a dune buggy, and there's the guy up there. There's this weird Bear Grylls dude up there hanging out with the bees. What's the chopper?
Okay,
is the chopper for the? Is it for arresting human criminals? Is it getting the bears? I don't know what they're doing here.
Okay, so here's my theory. In Lego world, honey is a hallucinogenic drug that you can smoke to get high. And if you sell it, the cops will come after you. And that's why these cops aren't just like regular cops. They're out in full motion. They're holding like cuffs and running down the street.
What's up with that chain hanging off the edge there? Like what's happening in this world?
That dude up there is only in a hard drug scenario. That is the type of situation you don't just, or like he's top 5 drunk. You don't just wake up on a Sunday morning and hold a club.
That dude is like a card-carrying Oregon militia member. And guess what? This isn't even all of them. Here's another one that gets even stranger. What? Because the cops are hiding in trees to bust these people. Why was
this a police station? Do they have a cougar?
So that last one was called Mountain Arrest. That's $60 if you really want to ball out with your Lego money. This is Mountain Police Headquarters. It's $90. Look at all this stuff that's going on. I am an adult man and I'm so excited about all the craziness that's happening in the world of Lego.
So we got the running theme there. There's the honey bricks, which obviously they're smoking and selling as a hard opiate. Over in the middle there, that's a mountain lion that they trained because police dogs are use in the forest.
What kind of insane jurisdiction is it where they have police pumas? Also, if that's not the case, how unsafe is it to go work there when there's a puma living directly below your police station?
Also, you know who's gonna get caught by that net? Only someone that's high out of their mind because it's right in plain sight.
But look at that dude. He's in the log costume. He's got like a crowbar.
That's great.
This is a great set. I love this.
That's really good. You should buy that for your kids and teach them.
I will buy this for myself and reenact my favorite episodes of Cops using this nothing but the set. Anyway, if you're
don't smoke honey.
Don't do the bee drugs.
Don't do honey.
Yeah,
it's bad for you.
Anyway, if you like your Lego sets to be, I don't know, a little bit less insane, well, too bad, because they're still very insane over in the Justice League area of things. They're still making lots of sets based on the Lego Batman movie. Of course they are. This one is the Justice League Anniversary Party, which I love that you're like, all right, so Justice League, what do you want? You want their satellite headquarters? Do you want the Hall of Justice? Do you want like the Batmobile? Like, no. It's a dance floor, and it's got Hawkman, and it's got Green Arrow. And it's got.
Yo, hold up.
Is that Crypto, the dog?
The turntables and speakers in this thing are dope as hell.
Yeah.
I want those just on their own. I don't want the rest of this birthday themed celebration party.
Well, you can get it if you buy the set.
All right, I'll do that, and I'll give the rest to my friends. I love that little dog with the cape.
Yeah. So great. Anyway, this one's $30. I love this.
Can they make a movie about that dog? This is probably
that's Crypto, the Kryptonian dog.
That's a DC film I'm excited to actually see someday.
And then again, I love this one. This one's crazy. If you're 100 years old, you might remember the old Adam West Batman show, which had Vincent Price as the Eggman. Oh, he's a clever ghoul who'll throw eggs at you. They made a mech for him. They made the Egghead mech food fight, which is $30. This is such a weird long walk to get to this Lego set. Like if you brought this back to the 1960s, people would have a lot of questions. Like 1, what is Lego? 2,
why are you dressed like Ace Ventura? 3, who's Ace Ventura?
What's a mech? And why did you make this weird like Danish modular figurine of Vincent Price's odd shaven Supergirl? Yeah, there he is.
Does it shoot eggs? Because I think it does. It comes with little eggs, and all the Legos now have little like flingy things.
I think you put the eggs on its left arm there, but it also has claws.
That's a good mech suit to wear the night before Halloween.
What a weird
Rex and Cars.
set. And of course, it wouldn't be Lego without Star Wars. They held back on a ton of Lego Star Wars Last Jedi sets because I think they didn't want to spoil stuff. It'd be good if they didn't put this one out because this kind of gave us an idea of what we were in for with the the Battle of Crate. But they're doing those the microfighters, and you've got the AT-M6, the big boy, and then there's the skimmers that you can stick your foot out the side of. And these are kind of cool because if you can't afford like the big giant sets, here you go.
And if you can't tell, that man in the middle with the curly hair, that's the same guy from the police set earlier. He got his ish together after he'd smoking all that honey and getting
Well, now
arrested.
he's hooked on those red orbs. He loves the red studs.
He's doing Crate community service, eating that salt every night.
Also, I love when you put the Crate skimmers in this skill, it just looks like a weird hairdryer.
This is a completely insane set out of context, and yet after seeing all the things you just showed me, this feels boring and normal.
Yeah, feels pretty safe. I honestly am I love that, like, I feel like they're just not monitored. Like, there's no style guide over in like the Lego City department. They're like, yeah, let's have good news, everybody. Lego Florida, here it is.
If you have the honey cops, and then you also have the birthday party, and then the egg robot. Like, I don't know what's going on over there, but you know what?
Yep.
I love it.
Yep. Anyway, that's $20 for the two of these little guys. If you want to reenact the scene where Luke milks that odd blubber porpoise on the side of the rocks, too bad. You can't do it because there's no blubber porpoise that comes with this. But if you want like a cute fish and a porg and Ray and Luke, this is the Octo Island training. That's $30. You can hide, I don't know, kyber crystals in that rock.
Oh, there's a little porg in there.
Yeah, a little porg.
I like this set a lot.
You can have a deleted scene where Ray cooks the porg and then decides that it is too fatty and has a fish instead.
I wish they had the frog nuns in here. Those guys are.
They really should do frog nun minifigs. Anyway, they also of course have the full-on defensive crate set, which is I believe $90. This is like a proper Lego set. Look at that. That's a great ship at that scale. I really like that. Good news though, if you hate The Last Jedi and you want to forget it ever happened, they are re-releasing some good stuff. They're doing a sort of brand new, redone Mos Eisley Cantina. You've got Han and Greedo, and you've got Wooer the bartender, and you've got Davin Felth, the stormtrooper.
And you have that weird thing that they put outside, that washer dryer.
That thing they always say that is like, they always say it in books that it's a land speeder, but I don't buy it. I think it's honestly just like a giant Gashapon machine or something.
Yeah, we've never actually seen it move.
Yeah, that just sits there. So anyway, you can get that thing, and then the little room that they go in, that like Best Western suite that they have with the air conditioner and everything. This one I'm really stoked on. So stoked I had to rotate it awkwardly so that it would fit in our aspect ratio on the screen.
This is like oddly sexual.
Yeah, sorry about that. They've been doing these kind of basically Star Wars Bionicles for a while now, and I don't love them. I think they're horrible when they're. Stop that. Get out of there. Get out of there, you pinup man. You play dude.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's.
Bustin' makes me feel good.
Do I need to rotate it on here? I don't know if I can.
No, stop.
But no, like I collect Boba Fett's. Obviously, I have a serious problem with that. But I'm like, Boba Fett works so well at this scale in this line.
Yeah.
They also have a Darth Vader coming out. This guy's $30. I mean, I think I had like one Bionicle when I was growing up, and I was like, interesting.
No, these sets are all over the place for me because when they do like humans, like Rey and Finn, it looks weird. But when they do people like stormtroopers,
they make like a Donnie Yen, but he looks like a weird like Swedish blow-up doll or something. It's just I don't like it. All right. You commented on the whatever dog that was earlier. I was wrong. That's not Superman's dog. This is actually Krypto. They made a whole set about it. It's Superman and Krypto team up against Lobo.
What? They made a Lobo?
They made a Lobo minifig.
Damn.
Yeah. So we should do a ranking of like the most not safe for children Lego sets they make out there.
Yeah.
They have like a Deadpool out there.
So what is that like? Which his motorcycle ship he has? I love that.
That's his hog. That's Lobo's hog. He loves that hog.
And you know, and
that is
Superman comes with all the stuff he hates.
It's like all his favorite green things. That I guess the idea is that Lobo comes and he beats him up and he puts him in that green chamber. I don't know.
This is like if my action figure came with a bunch of like manga.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. It's your
bunch of anime DVDs.
Is that like Lobo's Roomba down there? It's got like this weird brick. I don't know what that is. But yeah, that's a cool set. That one's $20, which is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. There's also a very interesting divide where clearly the budget for how much it costs to get something that's based officially on a movie does cost more than stuff that's based just on a thing. This is based on this is the DC superheroes line. This isn't like the Batman the movie line. But speaking of superhero movies and stuff, there's also the Rhino face-off for the Black Panther movie.
Oh.
We don't know a ton about this movie yet. Like, I mean, there's a bunch of trailers out and stuff. That
We
comes
just
out.
found out that Kendrick Lamar is doing the entire soundtrack. Or
Seriously?
score. Yeah.
Oh my God, that rules.
They put up the first song today.
Okay.
I'm super excited about that because he put out one of the best albums of last year.
Yeah, well, I'm excited if this scene actually makes it in the movie. If they have like a rhinoceros with bicycle handlebars on the roof, I will be very excited about that film.
Yeah, that rules. Does he run into that weird sideways elevator thing that they
I think so. I think that's a space age minecart.
I have a lot of questions, and I hope none of them are answered in this film.
This looks like a good time. Anyway,
does it come with ice? Is that their drug?
no, that's vibranium probably. I think.
No.
No, I think it's vibranium.
Don't say that.
Vibranium.
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 Anyway, if you're like one of those, I don't know, mature adult like Lego
How
collectors.
long is this segment?
There's 18 Lego sets. There's so many of them. They also are adding to their architecture series with the iconic skyline of Shanghai. If you want to be like, yes, I collect Lego, but I'm an adult, so I get the serious ones. I have the Guggenheim, I have the Sydney Opera House, and now I have the Shanghai skyline, which is cool. They're good sets. They're fine. I want San Francisco. I'd be down to get that one because we live there. But I mean, they're also doing a Las Vegas one, which is cool. They don't have pictures of that out yet, but
that blue building's weird. It just looks like a cheap
that
party
looks like
flute.
big gum. Big gum.
Yeah,
Most
or
Lego
USB
looks like
stick.
big gum, though. Anyway, and then finally, of course, they're continuing the Minecraft line of Lego. So there's a bunch of them out there. They're all really cool. I like this one, the Zombie Cave. I remember when they announced Lego Minecraft, and I was like, well, that seems redundant and stupid. And here I am being like, well, that was actually a great idea.
Is that a
People-
zombie child?
That is a regular child with a hat and a cookie.
No. I'm talking
at the
about
top?
upper middle next to the bat. That's a zombie.
Oh, it's
baby.
a zombie baby. Look at the zombie baby.
That's horrible.
Aw. Anyway, there's a bunch of those. So those are some of the Lego sets coming out in 2018. I love talking about toys. It's so much fun to do that.
Me too. I'm glad we have a place where we can do that.
If you like watching videos about very tiny things assembled by delicate hands, check out this amazing video about this way too big Star Destroyer assembled by just one guy. It's not official. It would cost way too much money. And also, if you like Power Rangers, they made some really cool model kits, which are basically Gundams, but they're Zords. And of course, watch Up at Noon every Thursday at noon Pacific time. Is that the time? That's the time we do it, right? Up at noon, Thursdays, Pacific, Ocean time.
Nate.
Night.
No! Uncharted.